My name is Taylor Gant. I am a current fourth-year pathology APCP resident at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles. I'll be doing a derm path fellowship next year, and I went to undergrad in Auburn, Alabama at VCOM, and I'm currently chair-elect on the resident council for ASCP.
My name's Lauren Miller. I'm currently a fourth-year APCP resident and feature transfusion medicine fellow at the University of Michigan. We were in onboarding for 2 weeks before we actually hit day one of clinical service. So during the time that we were kind of getting used to the system and everything, and really residency as a whole, my program made it very, very clear of what they expected from us. Yes, you don't have a guidebook of every single scenario you're going to encounter, but this is what, in general, you should expect as a resident. And of course, definitely rely on your senior residents because they've gone through the rotations before. They can give you a totally different perspective than your attendings, and I definitely relied heavily on the people around me to really navigate the first few months of residency.
I think it's not so much in the beginning the clarity of what's expected. It's sort of, we have so many different rotations that we go on, and, they may have mentioned something in orientation, but let's say it's been 6 months since you started that rotation. So it's more about finding those people that you need to go to get that information. I wish that every piece of vital information could come from orientation, but unfortunately it comes from kind of going through the process and going through each rotation and, learning the different learning styles from different attendings. All the little nuances are definitely things that you just kind of have to learn as you go through it. Having someone that you can go to that has your best interest in mind, that you can trust, it's like irreplaceable. And I ended up feeling, very lucky when I found that. But I think it's powerful because the questions never end. I still go to my mentor constantly, whether it's, fellowship advice, job advice. It never ends. You kind of are, making constant decisions throughout residency that you're not going to know the answers to. And no one really expects you to. And I think that's the importance of mentorship. Even my mentors have their mentors still that they go to. So it's kind of a lifelong thing. And I think if you establish that early in training, the earlier the better.
Something that my program does as well is that in our first year of residency, we're assigned a faculty mentor. And so by our first 6-month evaluation around December, January, they've gotten to know us. We've put in a survey of our interests, and then we are assigned a faculty member who is our home base for the next 6 months or so. And so this person is someone that we can meet with multiple times. We can ask them any question under the sun. And then after our first year, we can choose to continue the relationship, or they will often steer us in the right direction of someone who is maybe the subspecialty that we're interested in or has very specific research interests that we want to align with. And so they really serve as a jumping point of where we can really kind of flourish in the program because we always have someone in our corner. I think if I could go back and talk to 2022 Lauren, who was starting residency the first time, I would probably tell myself to just relax, have fun, enjoy the ride, and it'll be okay. It can be very intimidating to start because pathology is such a diversion from what medical students have been doing the past 4 years. It's a completely different style of practice. It's a completely different style of approach to diagnostic cases, and it's new material that they don't teach in medical school. So I would definitely tell myself to take it day by day, learn from your cases, trust that you're on track and there are systems in place to make sure that you can be successful, and to just trust yourself that you can do it. You made it this far. You definitely have the skills to become a great pathologist.
I think if I were to give advice to my first year me, I would say that it's easy to forget that you're not going through it alone. Everyone around you has either gone through it before or is going through it with you. And also that, your life doesn't have to end when you start residency. I think I went into it thinking, hey, the next 4 years, this is it. I'm just going to be a resident. And that's not true. I think you can have a very good balance. And in fact, I think the more balance you have, the better resident you'll be.